Welcome to Data Structure Python tutorials. Today we will discuss about selection sort. You can see this diagram. I will increase. So in this diagram, there is a little bit explanation about selection sort. You can go through that one. Now, I will going to discuss the procedure in the selection sort. See, we have taken randomly one array or list in Python. Here you can see in the list, the elements are arranged in random order. Okay. Here we have a element that is 7. You can see this one. We have a element that is 7. And we have a element that is 5. We have an element that is 4 and 2. If I arrange these elements, I will go to get the elements 2, 4, 5, 7 like that. I have to get it. So that is the ideology. Now, how to get this one? By using an algorithm that is called as selection sort algorithm. How to do this? First, initially you should consider first element, this element, okay, this element as a minimum element. So this element I will want to consider as a minimum element, and I will compare with the next element. Okay, again after that I compare with one more element with this particular index. Again I will going to compare with this particular element. Now 7 is greater than 2. That is the reason why I will going to make it as minimum. There is no element to compare. That's why I will going to swap here. So 2 will come here. Again, 7 will come here. So this is the sorted array. I selected the element as a minimum element 7. After that, I compared with each and every element until I get the minimum in that unsorted array. And if I got the minimum element, I will going to swap it. That is the procedure. So that's why I got 2 here. This particular area is sorted one and this is unsorted one. Okay. Again, 2 is a sorted one. After 2, I will go to consider the element, next element. Suppose if you take this one as I, if I take this one as I, okay, then I will going to say this one as I plus 1. So I plus 1, I will going to consider as a minimum. This one I will going to consider as a minimum element, and I will going to compare with this particular element. Again, if it is minimum, I will going to make this element as a minimum element, and I will going to compare with 7 here. Okay. So when you compare with 7, actually 7 is greater than 4. That's why I am not worried. So I will going to swap with 5 and 4. So that is the reason why 5 will come to 4th place. Again, 4 will go to 5th place. So that's why this is a sorted one, and you can able to see this is an unsorted one. Now, consider this is a sorted completely. Again, unsorted array, in that I will go to consider 5 as a minimum element, and I will go to compare with 7. So hence 5 is lesser than 7. That's why no need to worry. Just keep it like that. Okay, no need to swap. So that's why completely sorted array we got it here. Again, unsorted element is 7. So no element is there to compare. So just you copy it. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 7. Again, this is I will going to consider as a minimum element. Okay, there is no comparisons, and so this minimum element I will going to consider as a sorted element. I will going to copy it. So that's why 2, 4, 5, 7. Okay, this is the complete sorted elements you will going to get it. This is how the procedure works, and I will going to write a program on this. Before that, I will going to show you small animation. Please see this animation once. So these are the cards. I will pick one card as a minimum card in this. And after that, I will go to search all the elements. I will go to find the minimum and I will go to place it. So like this, every time I will go to find the minimum in that. Again, you can see here sorted cards we can able to find. So this is how the selection sort will go to happen. Okay. So we will write a program on this now. Okay. So same thing will go to happen. One more time, you can able to observe this one. It is taking minimum every time. It is searching for minimum. Again, it will go to arrange the elements. 9, 10. Now we will go to implement the program using Python. Now what we'll do, we will go to create a function that is called it as diff function. You can see here. After that, I will go to say selection sort. and I will go to take the parameter. What is the parameter we're going to take? That is something like uh, a selection list, I will say, like this, S list. Okay, that is enough. Less list is better. Now, for that, first time what we have to do, we have to select the minimum. Okay, so that's why. So I will go to take a list. In that list, I will go to have a length. Okay, length of the list. So that's why I have to find out that one. For that, I in uh, for I in range, for I in range, I will say length of that particular. What is that? S list, selection list. S list. Okay, S list. That's fine. Now. Now, what I said very clearly, first element in the array or list, I will go to consider as a minimum. Nothing but I will going to receive a value that is 0. So that 0 I will go to consider as a minimum. How to do that one? Very simple. Select minimum. Okay, yes min. I will going to say yes min. Okay. This, if you wanted to provide underscore, that is also fine. No issues. So I will go to select the minimum first. That is equal to, sorry, that is equal to, I will going to make it as I. So initial value of I, suppose length is, you take the list any length, that initial value will be 0 or 1, whatever it may be. So that value, okay, index value, consider that index value as a minimum value. So using index, we can able to access if I'm taking the list. So that's why first index value, I will going to make it as minimum. So that is one. Again, what we have to do, we have to compare each and every element and we have to select the minimum. So that's why I will take one more for loop, that is J, for J in range. Okay, here you can see I consider first element as a minimum element. So again, I have to compare with the other elements. So that's why what I will do, I, that is first element, plus 1. If I do like this, it will go to the next element. So that is index 1 plus 0 plus 1, it will become first index. Okay, that is 0th index, first index. Again, you take the length of that. What is that? S list. Again, comment here, colon. So body is created now. Now what we have to do? We have to compare. If, okay, if, what is the list name? S list I have taken here. So I will going to say, if S list, okay, of J, I will going to say J means what is that exactly? I plus 1. J is less than, okay. So if it is less than, then only I will swap, right? That's why second element is less means I will go to swap with the first element. So that's why I'm taking S list J less than S list I. That is the first element. Okay. If it is like this, what I will going to do? I will going to make the S underscore min, okay, as J. I think everybody clear with this. Why I did they? Because the reason is, if that second element, I showed you very clearly, if that second element is minimum means I will go to consider that minimum as a second element. Okay. And I will going to compare with rest of the elements. That's why J equal to, okay, S min I will going to make it. After that, what we do, we know that very clearly, we have to swap it now. Okay, we have to swap the numbers. Now I will go to say, yes, what is that? S list. Okay, you can see here, I considered as a J as a minimum. Now, J is the second element. Okay, S list I is the first element. Now, S list I, everybody see here, S list I will going to send this value to temp here. Temp is equal to S list. Okay. Again, after that, what I will do, for S list I will send the value, sorry, S list J. Okay. Again, S list J will receive the value from the temp. This is how we will going to do the swap. We know that. Okay. There is another way. Within one line we can able to write. That one also I will show you later. But let me finish this. Okay. Now what I will do, I will going to take the list S list. Okay, that is equal to, you take any values. Whatever the values you want it, you take it. For example, I will going to take the values something like this. 10, 3, 18, 6, again 41, uh, 38, 96, 2, I will take it. Okay, so this is my list, actual list. And I will go to pass this list with the selection sort function. Okay, selection sort, yes list. Sorry, yes list. So the list is going to the function here. You can see yes list, it is going there. Again, what I will do, result is equal to selection sort. Okay, now I will want to print the result, print result. Now here we have completed swapping everything. After that I have to return the result. So what I will do, I will want to return the result after this. Return yes list. That's it. Okay, now I will want to run this program. We'll check it. Okay, I have taken 2 times. I will want to change it. Now here, even though it is sorting 2, 2, 6, 10, 18, 38, 41, 96. Now it is starting. I increased a little bit. Okay, 21 I given now. You can see this one. New array I have given 2, 6, 10, 18, 21, 38, 41, 96. This is how we will go to sort the array. Okay, using selection sort. You have to mention the first element as a minimum element. After that, you have to go with the second element. You have to compare first element with the second element. If it is lesser, second element is lesser, make that one as a minimum and compare with the rest of the elements after that. Okay, compare with rest of the elements. If you find any minimum, so you make it that one as a minimum, and after that you swap with the first element. So that is how I did. So S min is equal to J. That's what I did exactly. Okay, fine. So this is one thing. And one more line I wanted to write. 1 minute. Now see here, I will go to remove this one. With one line, we can able to swap it. That one also I will show you. So what is that exactly? One line is nothing but we have two variables E and J and I indices. So what I will do, S of list I. For that S of I, what we have to receive? We have to receive the S of J. Again, for S of list, what we have to receive? We have to receive the I. Correct? Okay, now I will going to assign the values. How we will going to assign? Well, for S of I, for this, I will going to assign this one. What is that? S of list J. J will going to assign. For that S of J, what is required? This list is required. Okay, this index is required. I will going to assign here. Come on. That's it. So this is the one line we can able to do the swapping. So one line is more than enough. We can able to do the swapping. This is one line. Within this one line, we can able to swap it. I will going to clear this one. Now you see, I will going to run this program. You can see 2, 6, 10, 18, 21, 38, 41, 96. This is also one way you can able to use the program. And this snippet creates within one line, I am able to swap it. Okay. So this is the selection sort procedure and that animation, as well as this is the program we executed. Thank you very much. Thank you.